so this bottom level is the main part of Rosie's tea room. And the first thing I decided in the tea room, you had to have a toilet. So I cut some wood and I added the toilet in. This was just like one square area. So I added the toilet in, and to cut all of the wood and everything with the meter saw, is it? And it actually does have a toilet in there. It has toilet row and it has an air dryer. And it has a light, but you can't see the light. And obviously the door shuts. There. And it's just got a little sign saying toilet on it. It's got pretty funky designs on the wall and things, just because I just wanted to add something different. Took me a long time to decide what I wanted. This is just like a big thing of craft paper with big designs on it, and I just I loved it, and so I cut that out. It's got that candle thing. It's got candelabras hanging down from the ceiling that are working, but I've switched them off now. So they do work, but just had to have them. I love them. And the rose trellis. This side's got a bit of bunting going on. And there's the light switch. I mean, even, where are we? Here's my hand here. Even to cut this bit around here. Woo! Do you know how many times I've messed up? And then I put some shelves up here, just with a few bits on. I'm just, you know, just trying to create some sort of like atmosphere. And then in the back there is the plates and bowls and cups and that you'll use in the tea room. The stairs go on up then. I was going to make a little chain at the bottom to say private, but you actually can't very well get behind it without being noticed. So I just framed a few bits in there and added. Sorry about that little interruption, but I'm back. So this is what I'm going to put back in first. This is the kitchen cleaner upping area. How cool is that? It's got an urn. It's got an urn here. And I added like this warning sign to it. Hot water and the little cloth. It came with the brass coloured sign. And I made all the bottles to go along the top. I didn't make the glass bottles. The glass bottles you can buy in any craft shop, on eBay, anywhere. You know, they fill in with little fairy wishes and things like that, make them into necklaces. But I put all the labels and things on. Kitchen roll, that's just wound up loo roll. And a key. And the tiled back as real tiles. And I've got the two notices there. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry. I would love to be able to do this without my hand shaking. No jewellery. Oh gosh, I think I've spelt that wrong. Now I've noticed it. No piercings, no exposed cuts beyond this point. Wash your hands before handling food. And it's the moisturiser thing. Can you see it's big? It's from a Bratz or Cindy stuff again, but I just added the label and it just doesn't matter, does it? I made it like look shabby chicy by adding the paper, and it's got various things down here. Look, it's even got the little sink drainy thing there. I just added various bits. So I'm just going to pop that back. Looks like someone's got a bit of work to do today. And that goes right in there, and it just tucks in there just right. So I've measured everything meticulously. So there that is in situ. There we go. Next I'm going to put in the corner cabinet with the cakes in. So I added the ribbon. It came white like this. I added the ribbon and I added the wallpaper paper around it again, and it's got cakes in it. They're never taken out, so they were just cheapy like cakes, but you can actually open that up. So I could change them if I wanted to, like at Christmas and that, if I just want to put Christmas bits and bobs in there. So that goes in here. Now I'm not going to be able to remember, am I? Just definitely don't think it goes like that. I think it might go like that. Can I remember? Okay, next is the long cabinet. So here's the long cabinet here. So this has got like drinks on one side and lots of mini cakes, and again I've added the bows and that to make it look a bit prettier. And these cakes here, I got them, they're really cheap, because they're not the handmade ones like, I'll show you the big cakes in a minute, they're more handmade. Well, I think these are made in moulds, and you know, people put them on jewellery and necklaces and things like that, so it's like they're not one of a kind, if you know what I mean, whereas the bigger cakes are individually made. I'll show you in a minute, but if I show you the back, I added the fire safety signs on the back. Obviously staff need to know that, don't they? Now's the moment of truth. Does that fit in there? Yes, that fits in there. There. So that's it from the front. There we go. And then we need decorations, don't we? So on the one in the corner on the top, I put the cups there with knives and forks in, because salt and pepper and that are all on the tables, and there's little finger serviettes. And again, that's only that's just made out of cardboard, just painted silver with some tissue roll added to it. And just put that one up there. See? And then we've got knives, the forks and the spoons in little cups. I just think it gives it that little country feel. And there we go. So that's them. Then on the other side of the big machine is the big one, the long one, is the till, and I chose the old-fashioned till for this, because I liked it. So I chose the old-fashioned till, and there's the money still in bundles in it. And there's the chip and pin machine and a calculator on there, and this is glued on. And again, it's got the same colour. That literally, I made it so it just fits in there. So I'm really pleased with that. And we have a fire extinguisher, and I must put that in because he lives over here. He lives over there. Now I'm going to put the cakes onto the top. So here we go. These are the ones I was saying. These are individually handmade, and I bought them off of a lady on eBay. So that's like a lemon sponge. And it actually came with the piece out, and that will be somewhere on a separate plate. Actually, it's here, because Mr. Jones is partial to a piece of lemon cake. And there it is. So I glued it to a plate, the extra piece. Give that back to you, Mr. Jones. So I always put these ones up here. That's that one. And I've got all sorts of these, so I do change them. This one has got cream buns with a cherry on the top. How cool is that? I love it. I love it, love it, love it. And of course they've got to be in covered cake ones. You don't want no flies or any insects or anything get into them, do you? And then the last one is a low one. And this one is this cake. I think this cake must be out somewhere. Yes, it is. Here it is. On a plate. There we go. I didn't make these. I bought them all off the same lady on eBay. And there's the cake tongs, which are glued to the top of there so they don't move off. And then that, because that's lower, that one will go at the front, and so people can see that at Rosie's tea room there is a nice choice of delights. Well, that's the kitchen. So I hope you think that that is realistic. I absolutely love it.